Welcome, everybody, to another episode of IMHO. I'm Kelsey. That is Lang Whitaker across the screen from me. And Lang, earlier this week, John Morant had a big dunk where he took off because he's part airplane, and everyone started calling him Private Jet 12. So it got me thinking, once again, what are the best nicknames in the NBA?
Well, let's start looking historic and thinking back. I grew up in Atlanta, and Dominique Wilkins was one of the great dunkers of his time, and his nickname was the Human Highlight Film, which is a pretty awesome. It's long, but it's pretty descriptive and awesome. I think my favorite, probably though, from days gone by, was Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, just because it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, he was from Seattle, so rain, but it was spelled differently. It was R-E-I-G-A-N. So kind of like he was in charge, the Rain Man. It sounded cool. It sounded like a superhero or something. Sean's one of my favorites. Vince Carter was half man, half amazing.
Vinsanity.
Vinsanity.
He had a lot, didn't he? Air Canada.
Air Canada. There was a bunch. So through the years, there's been a lot. And I feel like nowadays, there's not a lot of great nicknames anymore.
You don't think so?
No. What's your favorite these days?
Okay. I have some from before as well. But these days, the Splash Brothers, you don't like that?
Nah.
No? Okay. I mean, I don't think he plays right this second, but he's still, recent. I don't know if he would like it, but Glenn Davis? Big Baby?
That's a pretty good one, though. He liked that name.
Did he?
Yeah, that was a good one. But even today, Kawhi, Kawhi doesn't really have a nickname.
Big
Greek
hand
Freaks,
man. Greek Freak. How did we not say that? That's a good one. That's a good one.
But yeah, I just feel like these days, people are more likely to have a Twitter handle than they are to have a nickname.
That's a good point. And sometimes they go off of their Twitter handles.
Yeah.
I mean, people call Jaw 12. It's not really a nickname, though, is it?
I don't think so. It's just his number. Yeah, it's descriptive, but it's not really a nickname. I mean, to me, the greatest of all time nickname has to be Magic.
I was just about to say, if you don't say Magic Johnson, because who calls him by his actual name?
Nobody calls him Irvin. Apparently his friends call him Irvin or Mr. Johnson, but Magic.
His friends call him Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, I just think Magic is so perfectly descriptive of the way he played and his personality and playing in L.A. It captured everything, and it was such a great name that, we still use it, and he hasn't played the game in, 30 years.
Let me ask you, what about Dr. J?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, he was the doctor, right? He went to work. He did surgery on his opponents. That's a great one too, I think. My other all-time favorite was Charles Barkley. When he was coming out of Auburn, he was known as the round mound of rebound because
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, he wasn't in the greatest of shape. And then at one point, he was also known as the round mound of too many pounds. But I think Charles' round mound of rebound was a great one when he was back then. So
let me run one more by you.
Sure.
Gary Payton.
The glove.
The glove.
Yeah.
Just this defensive specialist.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
No, I do like that one.
Okay.
That one. I mean, it was great to have the glove and the Rain Man together on the Sonics teams. That was a pretty descriptive back. That sounds like a dynamic duo, right?
Yeah.
So.
Didn't Rodman have a nickname?
The Worm.
The Worm.
Yeah, or just Worm.
The Worm, of course. You didn't like that one?
It's okay. Well, what about the other one we haven't mentioned that it's probably as well known as Magic is just Air
Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. These are all old school ones. What about
I'm telling you, there's not a lot of great ones today.
Dame Dalla?
It's not bad.
That's not a nickname, though.
No, that's like his rap name. Right?
I'm interjecting here.
Roser's yelling from inside the booth.
Slow-mo!
Slow-mo Kyle
Oh,
Anderson.
my goodness!
That's a great one. And that's actually perfectly describes the way Kyle plays. And his personality, too. That totally nails
Chill.
him. Yeah.
Roser, thank you.
Thanks, John.
I don't know what we would do without that.
We can't beat that one.
No, that's it. Those are cool nicknames.
Let's go out on top.
All right. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of IMHO. I'm Kelsey. That's Lang. You can always get more on grindcitymedia.com.